Right, Mr. Hall, I'm guessing that you didn't bother to get tickets for Ricky Thompson, so like I said, yeah, I have changed the flesh for November. I may have mentioned this last night. I now worked out it is 6 weeks between October flesh and November flesh, so that's sufficient time between fleshes that you know, well, obviously where it would have been a 4-4, you're at Alton Towers, you've got your long dirty weekend when it should be the 4-4, so it'll be a 4-6. I just have to work out the December flesh shouldn't be a problem. I'm not going to bother with New Year's Eve after last year's debacle, where you said you were up for it. Then you said, oh, there might be a problem, I might have to work. And I waited and waited and waited, and you said you can't do New Year's Eve, so I assumed you had to work, because that was your word. But it turns out you didn't have to work, but you chose to. So for that reason, I'm not even going to bother with New Year's Eve this year, unless you can. Well, you probably have alternative plans now. Why are you saying that though? Could do it. Because obviously, with her being in a care home, they have to work their shifts are 24/7, so unless she falls lucky. But see, with you to go there, you'll be stuck there till November 2nd. Anyway, I'll leave that open for New Year's Eve. Play it by ear. Jesus. Yeah, we'll play New Year's Eve by ear. The video above, which is me walking to number 6 from 47, was sent earlier, but for some reason it failed to make the transition from one inbox to another, so it's take 2. Oh Jesus. Oh God. Yeah, so for 1.3 I definitely recommend the down-tuned Dynamite Hot Stag Chili, just right. Because as we both found that we can't tolerate really spicy stuff anymore, that this improved, softer version of what was out of the devil's arsehole is now more like the devil's puppy. It's still got a bite to it, but it's not as savage. Lovely. There's a good chance I will be able to drop off the full tub of curry and the tub, same size tub but it's only a small amount of curry sauce left in it, at your residence this forthcoming Saturday. This is further credit for foods rendered for the Flesh 1.3. I would though, I think for the Friday, circumvent yourself a couple of tins of Dynamite Hot Stag Chili with your weekly Asda shop. At the moment I'm going to aim for 1 tin, because by the time I get back it'll be, you know, definitely tea time. If you choose to have 2 tins, that's down to yourself. I mean, you were right. They said they've removed the habanero, which makes a world of difference to you not having to have a new arsehole the next morning or a new stomach lining. Because I know I suffered. I suffered with chronic stomach pain and arse pain with the heat. Oh, I don't want to go down that fucking route again. Now, we are round for a curry this forthcoming Saturday. Been round today to collect the cat stuff. Tomorrow a bit eggs. Even though I'm not desperate for eggs. I thought, well, as I'm now getting into eggs, be it hard boiled or omelettes. But unfortunately, I don't do half trays. I did ask for a half tray. Woman said, don't do half trays, I do full trays. But needless to say, if there is any leftover curry that we are offered, whether it be half tub, quarter tub, full tub, I'll make sure I put it in the shed freezer and it will come with us. Well, actually, we'll keep it and give it to you at the next flesh. But obviously, this forthcoming Saturday, I'll drop you off that full tub of curry, which is my second bit of credit towards Kebab Central on Saturday, and that bit of curry sauce. Of course, I think we have to do a Skål review, so I think to get 8 cans of Skål, I mean it's up to you if you want 8. Also I'll factor that into the bill. So obviously 8 is £5.10. It's 4. And then obviously if they put in Friday tea time, it should be sufficiently chilled for Saturday. I'll see what happens when I pick her up tomorrow, but I'm hoping it's going to be a clean sweep this week. Like last week when they come to Thursday, that's coming on the Friday, a little bit short. I like my Thursday night sup. I do like my Thursday night sup. Now I've got Jaws 2 and 3 and 4. Jaws are fun. So yeah, I want us to watch all the way through. The terrible 4th one, the mediocre 3rd one, and the not bad 2nd one, and of course the excellent 1st one.
Lord, he knows he's a child.
Oh, Freshie, fuck off!
He asks all appeals to be stopped. But Lord, I disposition.
I noticed when I was taking her to that shithole where she is.
I was shocked. I didn't know that he would ask.
Just about
so I said, well, Daniel,
where the telegraph pole is,
and I'll let you know.
on the footpath.
I can't say right now when
Something's sprouting up. I think it was probably a young tree.
It's okay. You can
I snipped most of it off. I've just been out there in bloody rain with those rickety green step ladders. It just took me by surprise. But well, that ain't part of edge. It's either a bush or a young tree that's sprouting up through fucking edge. Literally just about where that telegraph pole is.
Involuntary manslaughter, then I would just be up there getting.
Can't believe it is raining. It's not heavily raining. Apparently, according to the forecast on the phone, it's due to end about 6:30.
Maybe the only thing they.
Bloody hell! My interpretation of the cars in the car park wasn't correct. Bit of a cock up. I realised my alarm didn't go off yesterday afternoon. Sorted that out. Inexplicably, I put my phone onto flight mode. I wasn't aware I had done that, and I set off before my normal time. I'm surprised to find Gusher almost on King Edward Road, near where they used to sell second-hand cars, and this little plot surrounded by metal fence, now selling second-hand caravans. And what she finished quite early, about 9:10, because I switched my internet off and my use, but not realising that I put it onto flight mode, which is the reason why I didn't hear her ring. She was a bit cheesed off. Anyway, the cut and thrust of it is, the Vasta, like last week it was Thursday, when she was hoping it would have been a day before the long weekend. So the Vasta to today, so there must be, for some reason, a couple of people down on the Friday. She's alright now. I mean, I think she's still kind of a bit cheesed off that, again, what, second successive week. She's been deprived of a long weekend. But, I mean, to be fair, they haven't really bothered her all that much with these extra days. And I think she is still kind of under contract for 5 days. But they haven't bothered her for over 2 years. They've asked her occasionally for a day here and a day there. So we can't really gripe too much. But it does mean that, as well as that I will not be able to have my Thursday, well, early Friday morning sup. I'm just hoping that they leave Monday alone. Yeah, I look forward to my Sunday night sup. Bugger. Looking like maybe my Thursday night sup's back on. I did do a video earlier on because Gusher tried to ring me this morning. I set off at my normal time. Little did I realise that I'd accidentally put my phone onto bloody flight mode. So when I turned up the entrance to the service road, she was there and it puzzled me. And when I checked my phone, I realised when I was trying to sort out my alarm, I must have brushed against the flight mode button, so it knocked off any access to incoming phone calls and shit. But yeah, here's to the next flash. Oh, to say, I am surprised how better Dynamite Hot Stag Chili now is since they removed the arse destroying habanero. I thoroughly enjoyed it. In fact, I cleaned my plate with Gino De Campo's pasta. Lovely, just a kick. So don't forget, order some stag chili for the flesh for the Friday. Obviously that would be kebab meat. But the new stag chili is lovely. It's better. You know, it's not going to destroy your arsehole the next day, which it didn't destroy not only my arsehole but my stomach. The pain. Oh, I don't know which was that again. I can chicken far.
Going from that Dynamite Hot Stag Chili first version to now is like going from a stupid fowl to a lovely tasty vindaloo.
With your statement, I do agree. I won't say a vindaloo. I say a strong madras. A very, very strong madras or a weak vindaloo. But with a pasta. Oh, and no cheese. No grated cheese on top. It was absolutely divine.
I remember on that Friday, you said, these must have been a fucking dodgy batch. Fucking powerful.
Well, 1.5 tin challenge was one of my stupidest ideas. Fucking hell. I've only ever experienced pain in my stomach like after I had too much of that encoder West Indian pepper sauce or that Carolina Reaper sauce that encoder did. That pain the next day or early hours of the morning was like that.
Because the kick was a lot stronger than usual. You would say, fucking hell.
Well, you remember that video I did, or that audio message I did to you? The service is just off the A63 before it becomes the M62. The last non-motorway exit, not further forward, you can come into Gilberdike. And I said to you, Jeffrey Horn, you can stick that stag chili right up your ass, because it nearly fucking destroyed mine.
Usually on the Monday, I have a giant Yorkshire pudding with a tin of stag chili in it. Very nice.
Well, obviously it's up to you whether you order 2 tins or 1 tin with your weekly shop. Because obviously Saturday, I'm already in credit with for the kebab meat, because I've got a second box in the shed freezer, and I've got a small tub of curry sauce, and I may have another tub of curry should there be any leftovers from curry at number 6 this forthcoming weekend. But I was surprised, you know, I mean, I didn't have any ring sting the next day, no stomach pains, like it felt like my stomach was dissolving in acid. I didn't need a new arsehole. It didn't give me any pharmagiles. It was actually a more pleasurable chili con carne with a sufficient kick as to not ruin it. But I was surprised, you know, I mean, I didn't have any ring sting the next day, no stomach pains, like it felt like my stomach was dissolving in acid. I didn't need a new arsehole. It didn't give me any pharmagiles. It was actually a more pleasurable chili con carne with a sufficient kick as to not ruin it.
Was that the time when you left your boxes in cubicle? Fucking hell.
Yeah, that was nothing to do with stag chili or chicken fowl. That was a different situation which should largely be forgotten to the histories of time. Well, I'm hoping for a clean sweep today. Probably what I heard yesterday, I may have misunderstood. I'm hoping for a quick clean sweep because I do like my Thursday night sup. Well, Friday morning sup really. Oh, any containers you have, like the one you got last time, which was credit for the 1.3 flash, that tub of curry, put in your recycle bin. I've got plenty. And I've got another tub in the shed freezer for you, and a tub with some small amount of curry juice in it, and there may be some more after this forthcoming weekend.